Money Bags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification stays lit. Has to stay lit, everybody. Make sure you guys are not missing out on these updates. Price fluctuation on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, BTC. Oh, we got Bitcoin in there. But Solana, Avalanche, BNB, FEG Token, XPX, all the great projects, great communities that pull up back to back. Everybody, some exciting times are up ahead, that is for sure. Bitcoin, you go to sleep, you wake up still over 90K, everybody. Are there going to be corrections? Yes, it's not just going to go straight up. You got to shake the paper hands out, and that's something that happens. So let's make sure we're live on social media, all of these social media platforms. Let's refresh this. Shout out to every single community pulling up. Smash the like button. Like I said, share the live. It's very important that we do that. And yes, we are live. We're live on X. We're live on YouTube. 100K BTC. That's a great title, man. I really like that one because that's really what it's all about. We're really aiming for that $100,000 Bitcoin, everybody. That's what everybody's waiting for. Yes, the markets get a little bit bullish when we start heading in that direction. But at the end of the day, we're really waiting for that wave of excitement at that 100K BTC. It just feels a lot better. Let's refresh this. Let's see where we drop down to. 2.99 trillion on the overall crypto market cap. Here we go. Just in. This is a couple days ago. Michael Saylor strategy to raise 84 billion to purchase more Bitcoin. Nothing to see here, everybody. Forget him purchasing half a billion here, half a billion there. He's on his way. This is how. Are you locked in like this? I need you to be locked in like this. Yo, Rico, bullish XPX community hour earlier. I agree. It was really nice. It was great to have a conversation with everybody. You know, talk to the community, get on the same page, really show everybody that we have ourselves a successful project. You know, some things will follow. Obviously, we all want the chart to go up. I know it's going to go up. We got to push that together. We all do. But there are a lot of moving pieces going on behind the scenes as far as exposure, with marketing here in Las Vegas with projects using the XPX Pay portal. It's going to continue to expand, everybody. We really have a great foundation built on bedrock to build up from. We're not building this thing on sand at all. But let's go over this. I think it's a great title. You don't got to go too deep into these things. It's really easy actually when you really when you really get comfortable in this market. You're like, you don't make it too difficult. You just want to make it very simple for yourself, everybody. This is as easy as it gets. He's here purchasing on a regular basis. You go to his X account. All he's talking about is buying, Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. And I mean, we got it right here again. We got the inflows for sure, but we got right here Michael Saylor's strategy to raise 84 billion to purchase more Bitcoin. Do you guys think that he's actually going to have any trouble doing this? That's a really good question. Michael Saylor's strategy to raise his strategy, right? And we got to use that because we love his strategy. You really think he's going to have a hard time to raise this? He's not going to, because what does he have already? Proof of work. Proof of work is an amazing thing, everybody. Proof of concept comes with time. Ali said some great things. You can't really fake that, everybody. The way that people recognize the brand and even the strategy, that takes time to really develop. So right here, Michael Saylor on his way to raise 84 billion. Well, he only raises half. Oh no, he only raised half of it, everybody. Um, definitely going to keep making moves. So let's see what Michael Saylor's talking about. We'll get into this. So Berkshire's half away is 20th century Bitcoin. Okay, we got Bitcoin makes you interesting. Let me see what we got right here. I heard that Nvidia is going to be raising some money to get some more Bitcoin as well. There's some rumors going around, right? You guys can snatch up Nvidia stock if you guys like, or just buy the one that everybody else is accumulating. Nvidia, Google, and everybody. They're accumulating Bitcoin, everybody. They're accumulating cryptocurrency. So you can try to catch up to the old world, which has left you out of the game forever and always will. Or before all of that happens, you get it together right now and you lock in. This man is locked in, everybody. And I'm locked in like Michael Saylor. I'm giving this all I got for a good reason. It's worth it, everybody. It is worth it. This is not going to stop going up. This is very exciting times. Michael Saylor knows what he's talking about. $500 million. All you got to do is follow the money, everybody. That's what it comes down to. Follow the money. Let's get into Bitcoin and what we're talking about as we follow the main money that kind of moves all the other money when we're talking about the money that we believe is money today, and that is cryptocurrency. Here we go. BTC exactly came up to that over 96. So if you guys would have had that bell notification lit, we would have known that already since over here. Since an $84,000 BTC, your long would have been looking very long right now because we talked about filling this gap and coming up to the point of control. Now, the question is, how high can it go? What can happen? This is where you start to layer other indicators. Shout out to Blunt. I use one of his indicators to, you can kind of see, hey, since down here it said it was good to go. Especially when you like right here, there's a perfect example where it's in and then back out, in and right back out. And this is even on the daily chart. These things can get choppy, right? But that's why if you couple that with that 50 moving average and you see, you had this indicator saying go, then you have this break over the 50 moving average. Those are some huge signs that the market wants to move in that direction. And when we look at this using the Blunt House indicator, it hasn't even put a sell signal on. So it's still moving in the right direction, right? And you can use some other ones, the ones I like as well right here. We got the parabolic star in the bottom, dot, 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 dot. It's been bullish nonstop. So you can add these different indicators to use different technical analysis to give you a clearer picture of what's going up. But long term, Bitcoin's looking good. I don't care what nobody's saying. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm not going to go through all this downtrend right here and not be excited about this right here. Should we be cautious? Yeah, we can put some caution on the table. We can be wise about that and say, hey, maybe it comes back. Okay, cool. Where can it come back to? Maybe inside here, right? 89,000. It can pull back, or it can just say forget all of that, break right past the point of control, and come up to the upper value range to $102,000 BTC. This is where things get more exciting. BTC breaking six figures going into the 100 something thousand. That's a very exciting time. Now it could come back and bounce on the point of control, and keep going up. But what we have right now is a very bullish momentum on BTC over the 50 moving average. And when you layer the chart, this is what we've been having even on the 4-hour chart. We have some tests, some corrections, boom, on the 50, even psyching people out to only continue and go that much higher, and a test again, and then only continue and go that much higher. Kind of like what we're seeing happen on the weekly chart, where it tests it and goes much higher. Where it tests it and goes much higher. We're in a Pablo Crow space last night with many, many people in there. We're joking around. Man, when you really see almost everybody talking about the dip, I don't think it's going to be the same dip that everybody's expecting. Bitcoin always does some crazy dip and shakes the market like crazy. That means BlackRock would have to sell all of their Bitcoin. That means Michael Saylor would have to sell all of his Bitcoin. That means everybody that's now accumulating Bitcoin, it would to dump it like how it would dump before. This is not the same people who are holding Bitcoin. These are not the same individuals that the market fluctuation is going to scare and get them to dump their Bitcoins. These are long-term investors that come out with game plans that are 10, 15, 20, 30 years long for some actual wealth, everybody. So the fact that we're seeing the accumulation of BTC, Michael Saylor, raising 84 more billion, are they going to be dumping this back on the market later on? As this is what's going to happen. And this is where the Bitcoin rainbow chart really starts to hold some water, that even if we peak $250,000, even if we don't peak, let's go for the bears. Let's go for the people who want to be bearish. Let's play devil's advocate a little bit, right? And it just consolidates. The cheapest Bitcoin, even in consolidation on the blue, is $120, $129,000. So we're still talking about, even if nothing special happened, even if he doesn't raise 84 billion, even if there's not Bitcoin conferences happening around the world to get everybody on the same page, the one coming up here in Vegas, even if all of this that's going on, marketing Bitcoin, getting the word of Bitcoin out there, for some reason, every state, every country is getting Bitcoin, and for whatever reason, we don't go up to the yellow and orange for the bears. I'm doing this for the bears. Then we stay in the blue. And even in the blue, as we cruise, Bitcoin is still over six figures, everyone. So I don't know. All you have to do is survive the market. Honestly, all you have to do is not put in more money that you don't have to pay per hand, and you're going to be really, really good. You're going to be really well off, especially if you're invested in great projects. So let's go into BTC technical analysis. We'll go into Ethereum as well. We see BTC pumping really, really strong. Hourly chart still, was looking good, broke underneath here. That's where you get that bearish on the just for a little bit. Is most likely bouncing off the 20 moving average or something like that, right around this section, and it might come back up to test the 50 moving average on the hourly. But a lot of times, shout out to Blunt again. First mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese, right, and then it can come back up. So that's what we have on the table for BTC. It can come down to around 95 and a half, which is not really far where we're at. Like I said, you're going to sleep. What's up, Lewis? You're going to sleep and you're waking up, and BTC is still over 90K. Do not listen to the noise. I don't care about market manipulation. What I'm looking at is the big picture. Crypto adoption. I don't care about the short term. I don't care about the tariffs. I don't care about the R word, recession. I don't care. What I care is, what is smart money doing? What is Michael Saylor doing? What is BlackRock doing? I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. That's not what I want. So I need to make sure that I'm aligning with the people that have the things that I want. And wealth is accumulating Bitcoin, no matter what the news is saying, no matter what the majority is saying, no matter what the consensus is. Big money, smart money is accumulating. So accumulate as you can. This is not financial advice. This is a long-term play for you guys who want to be wealthy. For those who want to be rich short-term, go ahead, get your Ferrari, get your Lambo. 5 years from now, market goes bad, you don't have it no more. You get to talk about the Ferrari you used to have, the Lamborghini that you used to have, right? They are just accumulating. Now you can put that Ferrari to the side. You can stop being, very impulsive, and put all that stuff to the side and have more of the gain than more to lose. The more you keep sucking out of the market right now for your normal human needs that you justify for whatever reason, to be justifying them, like if it was other stuff that you were doing, like you justify why you spend stuff out of your paycheck, don't justify why you spend your crypto. Don't justify why you're paper handing, because big things are happening, everyone. Big things are happening in the space. They take time. They take time to happen. But I don't want to make sure, I don't want to get off the ride and then it happens right when I get off the ride. So I'm not out the market. As you guys can see, we launched XPX. It's been over 11 months. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere, everybody. I'm staying here. Tariffs, COVID, cough, cough, no cough, cough, recession, blue president, red president. I don't give a flying you know what. What I care about is making sure that we build an infrastructure for what is going to happen. I will not ignore that this is a .com moment for us to capitalize on. We can play cute, you can play handsome, you can play pretty, but really, really at the end of the day, right now, there's a huge thing going on right now. All you have to do is survive. So let's go to Ethereum. Bitcoin's looking really good. It's looking strong. 96,000 and a half, give or take. It's looking really, really good if you ask me. Long term, short term, is there going to be fluctuations? Yes. Right now, if you want to trade the 50, check this out. Just broke over the 50 moving average on the 15-minute chart. Maybe come up here like it did before, hit that lower value range, come back down. But we got the point of control, 96 and a half. We have the upper one, 97 and some change. So if you know the market's in an overall long-term trend, you can find your positions on Bitcoin to make some decent trades if you're trading futures. Now, obviously, be very careful. It is actually a pain in the butt to get it down packed, because it will highlight either the level of discipline you have or the lack of discipline, right? You got to stick to your strategy no matter what the news says, no matter what somebody else says, no matter what they say in the spaces. You have to stick to your strategy and make sure that it's one that makes you profitable. Okay, so this is BTC. Let's go to Ethereum next. We got to cover these things. Let's go to the other one that we're using. We got AVAX up. We'll start off with ETH really quick, and we'll work our way down the blue chips. As the stream fills up, everybody, it will fill up. Here we go. ETH over $1,800, breaking over that 50 moving average. Like we said, trails right behind. I really think that we're going to see ETH explode. A lot of people said, oh, ETH is done. The layer twos are going to kill him. It's going to, no. These things take time. Did they not say that about XRP? That the SEC was going to kill him? Stop listening to the noise. They don't know. They don't know. They don't actually know. Did they not say that about this? Right? Boom. Did they not say that about this? It takes time. How long it takes, I don't know. Have a real project and it lifted up out of nowhere. So these things take time. Some things trail behind BTC quite a bit. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. Make sure that you believe in the project, right? Here we go. Up to this value range right here is where I see Ethereum coming to come test. This is that $2,400 range. The higher one's going to be $3,400. If you're bullish on some ETH plays right now and you want to accumulate your Ethereum, I really think, it's not financial advice, don't hold me to it. I think right now is the time. Just like I was telling you guys about BTC at $84,000 when everybody was saying tariffs, 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 recession. I don't care. I don't know you. You you don't help me with anything. I need to make sure I'm doing my own due diligence. I don't care what you're saying. What I care is that BTC was breaking over the 50 moving average, and from what I've studied, it gets bullish. That's what I care about. So Ethereum right now is over 50 moving average. It's looking really good. We feel the sentiment in the overall market feeling somewhat more bullish. So we look at this and we say, hey, is there a profitable trade here, or do I want to play Ethereum long? For those who are playing the long game, I'm sure that as you know, BTC gets accumulated with an extra 84 billion that goes up and BTC markets continues to rise, it would rise the tide for all the other ships. Does Ethereum never get to break all-time high? Is that what we think? Whether you're an Ethereum maxi or not, you have to be honest with yourself. It's like, do you think that Ethereum's not going to have the opportunity when a lot of the market is built on Ethereum smart contracts? And it's not going to get to break its all-time high. What it's going to do, it's going to surprise everybody, just like BTC did. You're not going to get a message. They're not going to know. They knew, they wouldn't tell you. I'm over here telling it for free. Here you guys go. Somebody's going to charge you for it. Here you guys go. You guys can have it for right now, the free 99. Ethereum over the 50 moving average, looking very bullish. If it keeps closing above this 50 moving average, BTC continues to move in the same direction. Here goes an easy trade for anybody to diamond hand this thing to 2,400, maybe, 3,400, the upper value range of Ethereum, 4,000, or just say, hey, the markets are going to keep going up. I'm not going to sleep on it. I'm just going to hold ETH till it breaks 10K. I'm going to buy it at 1,800 and I'm going to rub it in everybody's face while everybody was complaining and buying with the news. I don't care if it's Fox. I don't care if it's CNN, whichever one you like. Notice that it's always blue and red, right? Notice I've been explaining that a lot to you guys, right? You got Walmart, Target, blue and red. You got Coke and Pepsi, blue and red. You got this nonstop blue and red stuff happening all the time, everybody. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So you're gonna get your Ethereum to go up. Blue, red, president, doesn't matter. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. What else is blue and red? You guys, there's more. They're all over. The police and the firefighters. It's this nonstop blue and red situation. But I'm gonna let you guys know right now, we're gonna go up. ETH is not going to be left behind. It will happen eventually. It's just going to take time. Do not get distracted by the noise. You're going to be able to serve these humble pies up, okay? You're going to be able to serve some humble pies. And it should feel kind of good because you don't think that people who try to bring negativity around you, that's what they feel good on, because they're messing up. So they got to make sure that they get somebody to come down to their level, You're not afraid of terrorists? I'm terrified of them. So I need to get you scared with me, Mr. Mo. I need to get you scared with me, Saphir. Hide your sandals. No more sandals for you. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Don't care. Can it affect us? Yeah, it can affect us. But you know what else can affect me? What I do for myself on a daily basis. So make sure that you guys are capitalizing on this tremendously on this moment. Do not get lost in the sauce. Oh, that's what I was saying. CNN, Fox, blue, red. You guys see that? So I don't care if you guys like Fox. I don't care if you guys like CNN. What I'm asking you to do is to like profits. I'm not asking you to like one of the blue or the red. I want you to pick the third choice. The third choice is the invisible choice, the choice that nobody talks about, and that is your choice. Okay, you can either let everybody else make choices for you and they can dangle a blue thing or they can dangle a red thing in front of you and you can pick whichever one suits your personality, or you can choose the invisible choice, the one that works for you no matter what. You owe that to yourself, okay? And this is Ethereum right now giving everybody an opportunity to create and cook a nice humble pie for the markets, for the ones who said, oh, I heard it on Fox, or oh, I heard it on CNN. You should be scared with me. They told me. So who? So your friends? Said no, it's some guy. Who? What guy? Some guy with a with a tie on TV. Said, oh, he has your best interest in you, or is his salary his best interest? Right. So all right, everybody, take advantage of these markets. Take advantage of these opportunities. Whether you're an ETH maxi, a Bitcoin maxi, a BNB maxi, there's nothing but opportunity on the table, everyone. Let's go to Solana next. Solana, everybody. Here we go. Solana, whoop, there it is. What we talked about, not what I'm saying. This value ranges here, these indicators help us out, but it's up to us to interpret these things and digest it to get an understanding. Shout out to Blunt. This thing is speaking a language to us. This thing is speaking a language to us. And just like if you were learning a new language, it takes time to learn a new language, right? You're not going to learn Spanish and empezar a hablar español just like that, right? It's going to take time for you to actually, not only learn Spanish, but then get the dialect and get it like a little bit where it's seasoned a little bit, right? And it takes time. So, but what you guys have is a channel right here. Well, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how it is. Solana's looking really good. Okay. We broke over the 50. BTC's looking healthy. The markets are looking healthy. There's nonstop opportunities. Are there going to be scares? Yeah, especially if you're investing in quick little gamble plays that make you have fear in overall Solana. And all you're doing is losing the Solana that you could just hold and become extremely wealthy one day. I think Solana will break its all-time highs. You know, I'm not a big trader on Solana. I do hold Solana. I do hold some Solana meme coins that I'm holding just because I think they'll do really good. It's not crazy amounts. It's not, you know, I come from the other chains, but to say that it doesn't have opportunity, you could hold a little bit of it. You know, one of your checks or something, like put a piece of it, just hold one. I don't care. Two, three, 100 of them. But what happens is a lot of times what people are trying to do is trying to make that one Solana, 50 Solana, one Solana, 50 Solana, and they're just losing their Solana. And then what happens? Solana pumps over $800 or over $500, $600, and takes BNB's old spot as far as price. And all you're going to be thinking about is if I did not chase every silly little thing, I could have just held Solana. I could have just held it. I have a little bit of Sui, you know, a decent amount of Sui that I came up on, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't care about that wall. I got it on set and forget it because I know that the markets are going to rise. I know that BTC is going to make these markets look silly. There's going to be so much money coming in when you think about, you know, BTC flipping Nvidia, Microsoft, all these companies. But when you start talking about the real estate market coming into this and the gold market coming into this, it just gets silly. It gets almost like you can't compute it. You know, we're gonna need almost these quantum computings to compute the wealth that's about to be generated. So Solana's looking really good. Are we gonna have a correction and possibly a test on the 50 moving average as it cruises? Yes. But can I see Solana coming up and having the whole Solana side active and pumping up again at 230? I can easily see that. I can easily see Solana doing that. Now, it might try to shake you out. It might do some shaking and baking, baby, but that's okay. That's okay because as long as it stays on this 50 moving average and you use BTC as your guide and BTC is looking healthy, looking good, uh, we're going to ride the wave. We're going to ride the wave. You can see even on the lower time frames, it's very fractal. Break over the 50, it starts to move in the right direction. 10-minute chart, oops. It's over the 50 is moving. Break over the 50, it moves. It stays above there, it stays bullish. It'll have some tests, break above there, come back and test it, shake everybody out, and next you know, it just pump up, and you're like, man, I wish I would have got that. You would have got in on the 50 moving average down here. Look at this downtrend. Is that not a trade that you can see? Right when it broke the 50, test, 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 test. You can see that. Anybody can see that. And right now, this is something that usually happens when it's turning around. It'll like to shake people out, consolidate, as it breaks to the upside. But BTC is looking really good today. Solana's looking really good. Let's go ahead and head over to BNB, see where BNB's at. And we're going to go to AVAX and check them all out. And that's what we're going to do. Only up from here. Absolutely, T-Dev, man. Get your community in here. We're definitely going to show off what you guys got, man. Get more people popping up over there. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to BNB next. Let's see what we got going on. We'll go to AVAX as well. BNB doing his dance. We know that BNB likes to have its little life of its own, and it kind of pops out of nowhere. We've seen it when the rest of the market was in a downtrend. This motion right here, when BNB shot up to this 50 moving average, BTC was not doing this. Nobody was doing this. It's like BNB had a life of its own, and it just kind of pumped up out of nowhere. Same thing in this motion, just kind of did its own thing, but BNB is it's priming. It's priming to turn around. You can kind of see when it's like the smooth motion and then it'll curl right up. It gets choppy when it's about to curl up, right? That's usually when it's getting test shaking everybody out. It can even start trading sideways right on this thing like pop, 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 until either it breaks up or it breaks down. Right now it's looking like it's going to break up. The markets are hot. BTC's hot. The BNB hype is hot. BNB's everywhere. So discount fire sale prices on BNB before it's $1,200, $1,500 BNB. Very, very exciting times. We're just waiting for retail. Let's check on AVAX, and I'll check on anything that you guys want me to check out as well. We can even check out XRP as well. We called that one. I mean, we're on fire right now when it comes to this 50 moving average and the way it allows us to pinpoint this market movement, right? So here goes the downtrend since December 2024 of AVAX underneath the 50 moving average, money being printed. A lot of people crying, bears just making money. Now is the bull's turn. If you want to be a bull, it's your turn. It's you don't have to stay being a bear or have to stay being a bull. Right now, Like we talk about all the time, a lot of people like to trade the retest trade. We're seeing a perfect example of these retest trades where it goes up, back down, and stays trading on the 50 moving average, fills this gap, possibly coming up to the point of control, right? Point of control on AVAX is $41. I can see AVAX at the very least starting off first, $32 AVAX is on the table. Do you want to trade AVAX from $20, from $19 to $32? Up to you, right? That's your choice. Your choice on how far you want to trade AVAX. But whether or not AVAX is an uptrend, it most definitely is, everyone. So it's up to you to ignore the noise, ignore the news, ignore the people who are not doing this, and just stay locked in. I don't care what chain you're on. I need you to lock in. I need you to have a weird moment with yourself in the mirror and tell yourself every once in a while, lock in, lock in, because this is that moment right here. So that is AVAX right here. Let's go to XRP and then we'll go to FEG token. Shout out to all the gorillas. Maybe they'll pull up. Maybe they won't. I type FEG right here. Look at this. FEG is listed almost everywhere. You can check it out on here. Let's go to XRP. Excuse me. XRP right here. Oh, did what we said. Went up to 236 and came back down. Is it going to stay underneath this? That's the big question, right? Right now, it looks like it's shaking everybody out. If when I first told you it was breaking over the 50 and then it traded to 236, you ignored it. Here you go. This is your retest trade. It's not as transparent and as pretty as, some of the, you find a support, you see the up, back, down, and it goes right back up. It's so tight that it's hard to see it. But when BTC is rallying like this, the market's hot. Don't make it too difficult. It might not show up as clear on this XRP chart, but whether or not it's going to trail behind, that's not even a question. So it could trail behind again and trade sideways, back up to 236, back down to the 50 moving average, back up to 236, back down to the 50 moving average. But what's on the table, if we break above that, is $2.88 on XRP. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool how that works out. If you guys ask me how this continues to play out, we got BTC pumping, of course, because we have that break. I'm watching on the other screen right here, break over that 50 moving average is strong. So XRP is looking really good. If you're looking to be an XRP trader, wait for this to turn green. You don't want to trade in that red candle looking for your trade. And when it turns green, you're kind of going to know that it's looking really good. All right, let's go to FEG token. Shout out to the Gorilla. Shout out to T-Dev. Shout out to Lewis, Saphir, Mr. Mo, everybody that's pulled up so far. Really appreciate you guys. It is a great weekend. I got a couple things to do in the afternoon. A lot of moving pieces for XRP, for XPX, for this Bitcoin conference and everything that we're doing. So very exciting times. Let's start off with FEG token right here. As I'm watching, BTC just still moving really nice, looking really healthy right now. So FEG token, feed every gorilla. Come check it out right now. Don't waste any more time. Come find out about the governance token that created the launchpad that I use myself, the Smart DeFi launchpad. Very bullish on this launchpad, as a lot of other people are, and we're seeing FEG token cruise at $10.4 million market cap. Crazy discount price, if you ask me, for a project that hit 4.8 billion. You don't forget how to do something. Once you know the trick, you can get there. Okay, so amazing space yesterday with all the gorillas. That was a fire gorilla radio. Very exciting time. So let me cover some things for everybody who's tuning in. Those who are new to FEG token, I think we got some bullish updates that we're going to talk about and getting everybody on the same page. We got this one right here. We're internally testing a gamified bonding curve pre-sale model that takes the best parts of existing models and beats them. Next up, more testing, then a full audit to make it as safe as possible. Big moment for Smart DeFi, and it's built to scale across chains, everybody. Updates coming very soon. So that's going to be really cool, because the more people that come into Smart DeFi, the better it is for FEG token, the better it is for every single project on there. So we have the upgrade tool for those abandoned projects, those projects currently on the BNB chain that, hey, they're CTO'd on the CTO, on the CTO. They keep getting CTO, but somebody wants to finally have control of the contract, and they want to, turn up over here. So they want to turn up on Smart DeFi. We got an upgrade tool for them where they can leverage the power of Smart DeFi, use staking, passive income for their investors, and also lending protocol, asset backing. That's super bullish. They love FEG team and the community, man. This was Binance right here. And then you start seeing like all these stars align. A lot of fun. This was funny right here. This had me laughing. Check this out.
Still going, FEG the world. Fake the world. Fake the world. Hey, nigga, get y'all spell check up before y'all hit the super chat. God damn.
You know what?
Nigga got an
This
iPhone
is
4.
crazy.
Nigga, that
You want to get people just saying it. You want the mantra to be out there. You want people talking about it. And this was cool. This was funny. But then you got the guys, Gene, Feg the World, Feg the System, Feg to Retire. Everybody's doing this stuff. And then we have communication open with the BNB chain. So, wow, the BNB chain space on X was awesome. Toward the end, we chatted about Smart DeFi and got to ask about how BNB and Smart DeFi could work together. They said to DM them to their BDTG link to send our project info. I mean, we got a lot of good project info for them to go over. And we're accumulating that BNB as we continue to grow. So Feg token right here, everybody. This is the project that launched the Smart DeFi Launchpad. As we see, it's fully operational. You guys can come over here, launch your own project on Smart DeFi if you guys chose. I've been talking about Smart DeFi for a while, not only talking about it, but had the nerve enough to put my money where my mouth is with an amazing team and launch a project of ourselves on Smart DeFi. And that project is XPX, everybody. And the collabs are just coming in. We're getting close to deleting our zero again. That's the direction we want to head, everybody. We're going to do that together. Headed towards the BTC conference and everything that we got going on. Let's push this thing to the next level. The DCA bags got to go up. The push it to the limits got to go up. And we're right there where we delete a zero in a hot market. So the momentum kind of comes right back at that moment. That's that $1 million market cap. The FOMO's at that 1.5, and the rest will be history. What's nice is that no matter what the chart is saying, this project, this team is always building and delivering. We started off with Smart DeFi contracts that really helped this project create passive income for their investors. We started off with the Smart Lending tool, which was created due to the asset backing. So every buy and sell transaction is backing XPX tokens, which is huge. And then on the third month, we release our virtual cards. Soon after that, we release our physical cards. Then after that, we release a TG bot that allows you to recharge your card, check your balances inside of the TG, reload your card on the go. You can just check your balance wherever you're at from your Telegram using the XPX card bot. Then we release 10 countries, non-KYC payments. So this team is building, delivering nonstop, and coming very soon is the merch store, which is in its final stages, everybody. It's so crazy. It's amazing to have a team. During that downtrend, we were just focusing on building and getting everything together. Updates to the website, a plethora of things. There's still some more updates that got to get put on here. A few other things that I want to do, just refine it. That's what we're doing. But we got the merch store coming out very soon. It's in this last final phase of this thing coming out, and it's going to be really cool because obviously we got Bitcoin conferences. We got the Bitcoin Barbie going to the Mexico City. She's going to Consensus. So there's a lot of people that want to rock our merch and talk about XPX, and we want to make sure we have that. But it's much more than just a XPX merch store, and you guys are going to see when it's delivered. And we're not going to jump the gun on this. The team has been working very, very hard, and we're keeping this one close to our chest till it's actually released. So make sure you guys tap in for that. But you guys can come over here today, right now, whether you're an XPX token holder or not. Go to xpxpay.com, hit Crypto Bill Pay or hit Order Now, whichever one you guys would like. Go to Crypto Bill Pay to use the widgets. You guys can order your crypto Visa card for an individual, for a business. You guys can do that for the virtual cards. You guys can set up your accounts right away, start doing crypto bill payments, non-KYC, right off our website. And obviously, I'm testing one more non-KYC. There's more to come, everyone. But currently, I'm testing another non-KYC product that goes right here. And that is right around the corner as well. And then I got a meeting later on. In that meeting, I'll be also kind of testing this at the same time, kind of knocking two birds down with one stone. So you guys don't want to miss out on that. But development is there. The team is there. The contracts are there. This is a powerhouse of a project that allows you to take out loans, a project that lets you off-ramp those loans and use them in the everyday world, a project that lets you turn crypto into cash at any ATM. That's crazy. That's crazy. You can take out a loan against your XPX, off-ramp it onto a Visa card, go to ATM and use the cash if you guys like, if you guys got to use the cash. Some places, especially here in Vegas, if you guys know, only accept cash. So don't think that there's still places where you know, it's completely there and it's digital. But even here in Vegas, there's some places that only take cash. You have to get cash. There's dispensaries. There's obviously a lot of clubs. It's not like you're throwing your credit card at a lady, right? At least I hope not. But there's a lot of things here that it's only cash. So the fact that you're able to grab your crypto, off ramp your crypto, and turn it into cash and use it however you guys need, this is a powerhouse of a project right here. This is XPX. Let's go to the X account. Very exciting, man. We got some nice campaigns coming too for this little lead up to what we got going on. You guys don't want to miss out on that. Shout out to Ali. Tomorrow we got the Shield the Beans. I'm going to be there, obviously talking about, you know, XPX and all the great things that we got going on. Shout out to Pablo Crow. 55,000 people tuned in to the Shield space. I was there. I was one of the speakers throughout the whole space. We talked about XPX several times. People know about XPX. We're going to keep pushing it. You guys see space after space, you know, the communities out there. This is a recipe that we're making all together, and we're making it taste absolutely amazing. Shout out to Sophia. Look at that. Man, that thing, look at that. Woo! That's nice right there. I love it. And that's what it's all about. So for all your crypto needs, you guys definitely don't want to miss out. Let's go ahead and give Aquads a big shout out. Let's go to their website right now, aquads.xyz. You guys are going to want to come over here, create an account, especially if you already got an XPX account. You guys can use some of the things that are going to be going on over here. But if you guys are listening, you guys are already bullish on Aquads, already got your project, you might want to also get your XPX account ready. We're doing some big things over here. You guys are not going to want to miss out. That's what I really got to say. Just don't miss out. Whether it's on this market, whether it's on great projects and the builders, there's this moment right now where you don't really want to miss out. Shout out to the Cats of Crypto. They've been doing a lot of noise too in spaces, and you're seeing all the right people bump into each other. So this is really good for the space. This is really good. So shout out to Aquads .xyz. You guys see Game Hub, discover Web3 games, Freelancer Hub, connect with top talent, Telegram mini app, connect with our Telegram bot. And I think there's some exciting things happening here. I think there's a huge opportunity for both of us expanding this thing to the next level. So shout out to him and everything he's doing. You guys can come over here, click around on the Game Hub, check out some things. But you guys see XPX right there. You guys can shoot the duck if you guys can. Oh, I missed on the duck. But very nice. You guys see that on that banner. If you click on the banner, it takes you straight to our dash portal to create an account, which is very bullish. Shout out to the broski. So make sure you guys do not miss out on these opportunities. I'm trying to connect the dots for you guys as much as I can, but you guys got to meet me halfway. This is something awesome right here. XPX, Aquads doing some big things in the space. So let's go ahead and get into the DeFi side of things. I think we got an overall very bullish space. Great day. BTC looking really good, really healthy. You know, you're going to have these nice little tests after these breaks, but I think BTC is probably going to come test 96.7 and possibly come up to the point of control 97,000. I know TK was asking, he's in a long, should he still hold it? You know, I think right now it's actually, you're probably in a really good long because it's after this downtrend on the 15-minute chart. So in the short term, you got like a nice little trade up to right here. Just got to have those diamond hands for those situations. Let's go to the deck screener right now. Let's check out what we got on deck screener. We got the Chill Guy. Man, these shorts, I posted one short on Chill Guy. It instantly got 2,000 views. I don't even know how that must be how it feels when you go viral. Because, I mean, right when I posted it, it made the analytics on YouTube look like it didn't even make sense. It shot up to like over 2,000 right away. So I want to give the Chill Guy people some exposure. They brought a lot of people to the channel. So let's go to the X account because obviously people are Google searching Chill Guy a lot. So this has a lot of eyes on it. I can tell by the analytics, this is a Chill Guy. And Chill Guy is probably going to be one of those memes that people saw and they chased it when it was all pumping and everybody was making noise and influencers were talking about it. And now they're talking about the next Ponzi. So, you know, they don't want to come check it out. But this is the time when things get really quiet that you want to come look at these plays like this, because I would not discount the amount of exposure that this got and the ability that it had to go all the way up to 800 and something million, come down here, and you think it won't pump up again? Here, I'll show you an example. That's what it's all about. You got to look for these examples up here, and you got to ask yourself, can it do a Floki? Can it do a Floki? Right? What did Floki do? Well, Floki launched. It went up all the way up to 900 and something $1 million market cap, very similar to Chill Guy. And then it came all the way down to 59 million. Let's go back to Chill Guy. So all the way up here to 787, a little bit short, not the 900, all the way down to 50 million, a little bit short, 48 million, but very, very similar. And that shakeout happened. That Floki people got shooken out because they did it when everybody else was talking about it. Elon, all the la 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 la, all that noise. But you're already late once all that noise has happened. You got to do it like this when it's nice and quiet. Nobody's talking about it. And everybody simmered down and wanted to forget about it. And it goes from almost $1 billion market cap down to 32 million and then back up to half a billion and then eventually hitting 3.2 billion. So there are shakeouts that happen 100%, especially when there's projects kind of like that Chill Guy. Don't sleep on the Chill Guy. I think this is going to be a great project that'll just wake up out of nowhere, just kind of pump up just out of nowhere. So let's see what else we got as far as what's on here. We cover some of these. We got Mubarak, checking where they're at. Holding strong. This is another one of those Floki examples. I told you guys about it at 7 mil over here. I said, hey, I think Habibi's going to make a send. He actually did. It's listed everywhere. It went all the way up to 200 and something million. Now it's back down consolidating where nobody wants to talk about it. It's a little bit quiet, not the same, momentum or whatever, but this is what it is right here. This is a play right here that people will ignore. Forget that it got listed on Binance. Forget that it has a lot of power. And then out of nowhere, it pumps up when everybody's talking about it. It's listed on Kraken now. So Kraken is talking about BNB plays. Very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. So that's why you want to be excited for these plays, because Mubarak did enough to get Kraken to represent, right? Was it going to be XPX? Was it going to be FEC token? I mean, that's a lot of work. Let's let Mubarak do it. And then they're open to the idea of all BNB plays, right? So Mubarak, big shout out to them and this community. Looking really good at 32 million. Would not sleep on that Mubarak. Captain BNB, where's Captain BNB at 5.4 million? Bounced off exactly where I told you guys to check it out after I seen it hit the $10 million market cap twice, and then we have that pullback. Sentiment always does this, and it'll try to hold on. I mean, I've even tried with it'll come down and 5 million and then turn right back around. It turned right back around to 7.3, and then it's coming right back down. So this is that spot where it starts to get choppy, chop. And then if the community have what it takes, it pumps up to the next level. It goes higher. Can it go higher? Absolutely. It's getting love from the BNB chain. It's got a lot of exposure out there. The community is pretty lit. You see them everywhere. And that's what you want, right? You want a community that's very active. They got a burn mechanism. Let's go. Let's effing grow. The time has come. Meme coin staking is live. The first token we've listed is Captain BNB, which is pretty cool because that means that they're listing BNB coins. And I was just talking to XPX community today. Was I not saying how staking was going to be a meta? Was I not saying how staking is going to be a meta? How lending is going to be a meta? It's happening. It takes time. We already got that built out. XPX already has staking. So very, very cool to see the meta kind of changing into that and seeing Captain BNB. The Cape stays on, man. I like this community. I think it's pretty cool. I know people have a lot of mixed feelings for some of the people behind it, this, that, and the other. I'm a community supporter. I'm not judging something off of one guy. I'm judging it off of everybody. Rimbo, Slice, Lisa, everybody that pulls up together, all the captains, all that stuff. It has the potential to really do something. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what else we got. We got this one showing everybody how to get shooken out. Alpaca shook everybody out. Went up to almost $1 billion and came down and then woke up out of nowhere. And then it's right back down. Everybody that was held underwater is selling off right now. But shows you the potential of how these things can just pop off out of nowhere. Let's go to Jesus Coin next. Shout out to Jesus Coin. Going to $7 million market cap. Looking pretty strong, looking pretty good. Following that roadmap, just when they get over 10 million, it'll get really awesome for Jesus Coin, man. This is a huge community, has a lot of potential. And I can tell, I mean, their shorts, I can tell a lot what people are searching up. Their shorts do really good. So you got a crypto church right here by somebody else. Go in there. So if you guys are into that, definitely go check them out, Here we go. Here goes one of the posts right here. Shout out to them reposting this. Like I said, their shorts do really good, not just on X, but even on YouTube. People search this up. This is common. I think Jesus has some of the best brand recognition that Nike can never buy. Adidas can never buy that level of brand recognition. When you think about it, time is recorded by BC, before Christ. It's not BN. before Nike. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not BA before Adidas, right? It's BC before Christ. So the brand recognition is from the beginning of time almost. Everybody. So it's there. So shout out to Jesus Coin. Shout out to this community and bringing the good vibes and the type of community that they have. There's a huge potential right here to bring Web 2 into Web 3. And I believe churches will be doing this as well. So shout out to Jesus Coin and this community. Speedy has been seeing a lot of life lately, 3.6 million. This community is just waking up, looking really good. Nice little pump. If it gets back up in here, we're back in the money. It's crazy how fast this happened. Just break 10 million and Speedy can make a lot of humble pie. Humble pie is made at 10 million. That little ding 10 million. It's like, now you just got to let it sit, let it settle. But this is fun to see, right? A community that's resilient. You know, you see it pump up to 40 something million. It gets tested. I got a bag over here. I could have got out when it pumped up, and I just held through all this. And now it's looking like, okay, nice. Diamond hands are going to win again. Check it out, everybody. You know, if you put in what you're not willing to, or only what you're willing to lose, and you don't care, and you like the community, them putting turtles nonstop and all that stuff, well, eventually they will win. You know, it's only so long that people get tired of getting rugged and they go back to where they know they have a community at, right? So very, very bullish on Speedy right here as it starts to curl up towards that $10 million market cap. They've been doing a fantastic job of staying resilient in the space, of grinding nonstop, you know, going and pushing hard all the time. I saw him with the double hat. I had a feeling there was going to be a double hat project. I'm sure there's one out there, but I saw him wearing the double hat. Here we go. Rugged, scam, traumatized, try slow, try speedy. That's what's going to happen. I mean, that's the best way to put it right there is a lot of people as they, you know, left speedy and they went to go get rugged and rugged and rugged and rugged and rugged and rugged. They're like, maybe we just go back to speedy. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you just hold your XPX, you know? Just stop. Just stop, everybody. You're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up. You want to bring the amount of projects down. That's what I've done too. You know, the amount of projects hold, like, bring it down a notch. Speedy, resilience. There you go. There we go. There we go. That is BNB, or that is Speedy on ETH, and BTC still looking strong. I'm watching on the other screens, looking really strong, everyone. I'm liking the way the market is moving. I like these little corrections and the way it bounces right back right away. It's like it snaps right back. And, you know, you got Michael Saylor coming up with a strategy. I don't know who's going to say no to him. Would you say no to Michael Saylor if he was like, hey, we need to come up with the 84 billion. We're going to buy more BTC. You guys seen my proof of work. It's like it's going to happen. There's going to be more buying pressure on BTC. Now, obviously, some of these things might be over the counter or whatever it might be, and it might not affect the price all that much or whatever, but it's accumulating. It's gonna keep getting accumulated nonstop. Speedy looking really good. Let's see what else we have right here. Got an afternoon meeting, everybody. So we're going to be checking out. We'll check out Meme Link. Been doing really good. 3.3. Nice steady climb right now. Meme Link coming out soon. Had a space with Pablo Crow last night. Very bullish space. Things are going pretty good. You know, we should probably see this one, you know, pump up a little bit more relatively soon. Wait, you know, Ethereum over 2K is just going to happen naturally. It's just going to happen naturally. I think everybody's shooken out that needs to be shooken out. Let's go to Arena. Here we go. Arena, everybody. Looking good. Discount prices. You guys know we like this one. This is set it and forget it. I'm looking for serious investors on this channel that understand, like, hey, we're looking at the technology, right? This is not going to go away. I don't care about tariffs. I don't care about what president is president. This SocialFi idea is not going away. It's up to you to say, hey, either I want to be emotionally attached to how they want me to be, or I can say, hey, I know that it doesn't matter what's going to be happening. SocialFi apps are going to be the future. Instagrams are not going to, these things are not going anywhere. And what they're going to turn into is monetary transactions through these things happening. It's already happening. It's just going to get more refined. And that's what we're seeing with things like Arena. So if you can be patient and buy Facebook before it bought Instagram, and buy Facebook before it bought Snapchat, and buy Facebook stock before it bought everything else out, this is your opportunity right now. But if you're looking for a quick rug, go on to Deck Screener and look on new pairs right here, and you guys can get rug nonstop, right? Or you guys can get a little bit of AVAX, get some Arena, go to the Arena platform and stake it. And just say, hey, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just gonna buy Microsoft when nobody's talking about it. I'm just gonna buy Amazon stock. Jeff Bezos only shipping books. I'll invest in it. I'm gonna hold it till he's shipping everything in the world, even shipping little miniature electric cars at this point. There's not one thing he doesn't ship, right? I guess illegal stuff, right? Obviously, but for the most part, everything that's legal can be shipped through Amazon. So this arena thing is very early when you're looking at it from like social media platforms, the ability to give you staking rewards, and it's a SocialFi app. The way that it's getting adopted nonstop, it's pretty amazing if you guys ask me, and it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Come over here every once in a while when you guys have time and put xpxpay.com, because we're tapping into people who didn't know about crypto before, but because they know they can earn a tip now, YouTube needs to watch out, because you don't have to be monetized for this. You can instantly start to gain money off of this. You know how hard it was for me to get monetized on YouTube? I almost quit. That's how hard it was. That's how hard it was to get monetized on YouTube, that I almost quit. Forget the 1,000 subscribers, the 4,000 watch hours that you got to get. Sheesh. I'm not a cute girl jumping around doing jumping jacks. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's rough. And what people are seeing, that they can come over here and engage with people. And right on, right on, right on. I dig it. I dig it. You're having a good day. Okay. All right. I dig it. Okay. I'm cool with that. I mean, I vibe, chill guy. We got a chill guy right there. So that's what I'm talking about. There's going to be more of that, giving everybody that opportunity to come onto a SocialFi app, that you don't have to be monetized. You don't have to worry about all these things like when I first started YouTube. It's tough, man. It's tough. YouTube does not play. But this right here, anybody and everybody can come over here and start streaming and talking about whatever. And if you're, got enough, if you're like this guy, I'm not going to get a copyright stream. We got a good stream going, but this is what I'm saying. We have a lot of opportunity right now. So this is an undervalued product right here. This whole SocialFi thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is very, very huge. What's up, Fect for Life? XPX2. Happy Saturday, man. It is, man. It's really good. We had a nice bullish, you and Mr. Mo like to tag team a lot, so you can get a lot of info out of Mr. Mo because he was in the community hour. But there was a lot of alpha there. It was a really good community hour. It went for quite a bit, and it was good. It was just a good vibe. We had our brother Gene in there. We had TK, everybody up in there. So it was a nice vibe. But a great weekend. It's feeling really good. I got a meeting after this live stream that I'm bullish about because it's a lot of stuff with the Bitcoin conference. We got a lot of moving parts going on in the background right now. The game is on. So, all the support that you guys can do is really, really appreciated right now, because the amount of marketing material we're going to have for this, Bitcoin conference is huge, and it's stuff that we'll be able to use for, weeks to come. And I got some aces up my sleeve. There's some people coming into town. There's a lot of things. I'm teasing everybody. I'm teasing. But let's just say that I'm going to be linking up with a lot of people, and this is going to be huge because the amount of cross-pollination that XPX is going to be have is massive. So, get ready. The arena, everybody. That one's nice. Let's see what else we got right here. This one was doing good. Let's check on theirs right here. No repeats. You turn up or you miss out. I like that, Mr. Mo. I like that. Hold them to that. You heard that? Effect for life. Look at that. This one's holding really good. Solid community. Great chart. S&P 500 distribution token. Just like the S&P 500. You got the idea like that, but with meme coins. Pretty powerful. Hold it and receive the ones that you want. This one didn't make it. This one was on the Kid and Walt show. It had a slight little moment, but just didn't make it, everybody. Just did not make it. That's the thing, man. That is the thing. I want to make it. I want to make sure that I'm practicing how to make it. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So we covered just about everything that we've had to. A lot of amazing projects. A lot of great opportunities for everybody. So don't miss out on this one right here. I'm going to post this one right here for you guys. Post it in the chat. Excuse me. Back the truck up. Load up. Let everybody know. Next phase of XPX is looking really good. and looking really exciting. We're not that far away from deleting that zero, and we're not that far away from that $1 million market cap where things are looking a lot stronger right here. No matter what, 1.5 million is it's just easy. It's just right there. It's not too far away. And when we break that, FOMO will ignite. We're on that movement towards the upside, everyone, and our moment's coming. Just let the markets do what they got to do. We'll keep pulling up, shaking out whoever needs to be shaken out. I wish them the best. I hope they eat all the humble pie they can eat. But really, this thing right here is a special project. Do not miss the opportunity on it. And as we continue to build and build and build and make more partnerships and more collaborations, this thing only gets more and more significant in the space. So XPX definitely marks the spot. I got another meeting with the team on Monday. Clear up some things, exactly some of the plans, some of the campaigns, some ideas that me and Ali were talking about today. Get the rest of the guys on the same page on Monday. I got a meeting after this live stream right here, which I already contacted them. But hey, things are moving along. All the moving pieces are going exactly how they're supposed to be going. And we got ourselves a true gem right here, XPX. We got TK up here. What's up, TK? About to end the stream. We got a meeting. We're right at about the hour mark. Markets are looking really healthy. You know, BTC still holding over 90K. Little market fluctuations here and there, but overall just corrections for the long term. The market's going to go up. It's going to go up. If you don't believe me, just go ask Michael Saylor. And if somebody's telling you it's not going to go up, go tell them to go tell Michael Saylor. Maybe they have more money than Michael Saylor. If they have more money than Michael Saylor, then I'll listen to them. But at this point right now, I'm following smart money. Okay, and I could be wrong for that. I could be wrong for following the guy that continues to acquire Bitcoin at a $500 million at a time. I can continue to ignore the guy that is working on raising $84 billion to purchase more Bitcoin. Or I can listen to the guy that knows nothing about this, or somebody that's just probably just wants to be bearish to be bearish. I don't know. That's your choice, right? But right now, I'm focused on Michael Saylor. I'm focused on the smart money. I'm focused on, BlackRock's accumulation, the countries, the states, more and more nonstop accumulation of cryptocurrency. All you have to do is just stay put. If you survived this long, if you've been alive this long, just stay alive. That's it. Just don't die. Can you not just die? That's it. Avoid any dangerous things. Stay alive. Don't fumble your bag, and you won, basically. Don't think that you're going to be able to do this 20 years from now. You probably will, but at a much, much higher price. That price probably being, I don't know, way up here. You could do it way up here if you want to. You can start accumulating Bitcoin at, I don't know, we'll just start right at the beginning of the next cycle right here. You can start accumulating Bitcoin at 192,000 if that's what you want to wait for. Yeah, that's cool. Just wait for that. Wait for that price of Bitcoin, and then you can buy Ethereum at over $10,000 for sure, possibly 20,000, and you can buy your BNB at $2,000, and then start it and do that all from right over here, or you can just get it together right now. Don't care about whatever's going on. I don't care about the tariffs. I don't care about this president, that president. What I care about is all of us getting wealthy, right? And people might say, "Oh, well, that's mean because it's affect." I can't change all that stuff. I don't want to hear that stuff. It's not about being mean or anything. I'm locked in. There's a difference between being mean and being locked in. I'm locked in. Well, the tariffs are affecting this, and I can't do a backflip and change that. Okay, but what I can do is change the way that I operate within these realms to make sure that I make it the best thing for what's going on right now. That's what I can do, and that's what you can do as well. You can do that right now because whether tariffs or no tariffs, the cheapest Bitcoin you're going to find after the bull and we're in the bear market is $150,000 Bitcoin. So I don't know. What I do know is that I'm not going to miss out, and I'm not going to wait for these moments over here to try to pretend to get it together and try to build XPX and try to stop getting rugged and all that stuff. Right now is the time. Right now, this moment's different. I don't know if he raises another $84 billion at these higher prices. I'm sure after a certain level of accumulation, it starts to slow down, right? So pretty interesting. A lot of times there's people that, will drag you in a lot of different directions. Stay locked in. I need you to stay locked in for everything. I don't care if it's your husband. I don't care if it's your wife. I don't care if it's the news, if it's Fox, if it's CNN, whatever you're watching, stay locked in, and you will be very happy. It will actually be one of the things like, man, I was getting pulled in so many different ways, and I got threatened, I got ultimatums, I got all kinds of things, I got people trying to not. That'll be part of your story, but make sure that you stayed locked in. Say, not only was it my wife, or not only was it my husband, not only was it the news, not only was it that my car engine blew up, but you know what? I stood locked in, because this moment, this .com moment, is not going to happen the same. And it's only going to get more expensive and more expensive, to a point where I think it gets so expensive that you have to turn into a bitter old man talking about don't step on my grass, and nobody will even be able to have coins in their pocket, because if they even hear coins jingling around, they're going to think of Bitcoin, and they'll probably turn inside out. So don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Let's make this happen. Let's tell a beautiful story where your grandkids and your kids' kids and everybody can be like, you know what? This person locked it in. It was the .com moment of this era. Because there's some families out there right now that their story is that their family member was a part of Google when it first started. That their story is that when the .com moment happened, they were there. Their story is that when touchscreen phones started coming out, they were there. So your story is being made right now. Whether you choose to write it or let somebody else write it, that is entirely up to you. But whether or not you're going to have to tell it later on, that is not that is not the case. You're either going to have to tell your story or a story that somebody else wrote for you. So make sure that you guys lock in with an amazing teams, amazing communities, for the right reasons, for the right vision, the right passion for this moment. This moment is very special. This is a very special moment. I'm going to be going to a Bitcoin conference. That was not happening before. It's only going to continue to grow. It's only going to continue to get adopted. It's only going to continue to get more and more scarce. Very, very unique opportunity in everybody's life. I'm really pleased to share this with you guys. I'm really happy to have this opportunity, but it's also up to us to really make it what it's all really about, and really make it worth it. So let's make it worth it, everybody, if you guys can. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share these live streams if you guys can. If you guys can't do that, you guys are more than welcome to continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. You guys know what it is. Until next time, later. Talk to you guys.